Just ahead on CTV News, updates from the fatal shooting that occurred at MGM National Harbor.
And then once he chased the victim, he continued to shoot him even once the victim fell to the ground.
And
low wages and unfair labor practices are driving these transit workers to the picket lines. I'm Noel James, and just ahead, the demands from the employees.
plus,
Hundreds of people were displaced overnight due to a flooding in the basement of the Safeway right underneath the Arrive apartments. I have the latest details coming up.
these stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening. This is CTV News for December 4th. I'm Anaya Falcon.
And I'm Jonathan Hunter. Thanks for joining us. We're now turning to our top story. We now know the names of the victim and suspect in yesterday's fatal shooting at MGM National Harbor, and the suspect is behind bars. Prince George's County Police have charged 22-year-old Benjamin Williams of Fort Washington for first and second degree murder. Police say he shot Darnell Hawkins Jr. while he was ordering food at the food court. Police arrested Williams at 2 this morning in College Park. It's still unclear how the two knew each other, but police say this was a targeted attack. Chief George Nader says they are still investigating the motive. County Executive Aisha Braveboy says Hawkins was only 23 years old and was loved by his family.
He was a father, he's a brother, he's someone whose life meant something to so many people. And so while we appreciate that we have seen a historic decrease in criminal activity going on in our county, and we're very grateful for that, what we understand is that one life lost is too many.
What played a vital role in solving this case was the caliber of video at MGM at National Harbor. There's almost no areas in the MGM that's not covered by video, and that was instrumental in bringing this case to a swift closure.
And according to Chief Nader, Williams has a prior criminal record. He is currently in custody on a no bond status. This just into the news from Maryland. Speaker of the House of Delegates Adrienne Jones just announced she will be stepping down from her position as Speaker effective immediately. Jones was nominated as Speaker back in 2019. She was the first African American and the first woman to serve as Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates.
Jones has been a delegate representing Baltimore County District 10 since 1997 and will remain in that position. A meeting has been scheduled for December 16 to nominate a new speaker.
More than a dozen workers of Battles Transportation began a strike early Thursday morning.
The operators cited undercompensation and unfair labor practices. CTV's Noel James is in studio with more.
That's right, Anaya. Battles Transportation RHG Group provides bus services for veterans, armed forces employees, and retirees at federal agencies like the Departments of Commerce, Homeland Security, and more. But tonight, it's a slow commute as workers say they've had enough.
Hold the line! Hold the line!
We caught up with battle employees at the picket lines. The drivers serve routes as far as West Virginia and are a part of the Amalgamated Transit Union Local 689 that represents bus operators, mechanics, and technicians. The union says the company has, quote, been bullying workers at the bargaining table and refused to negotiate in good faith.
You can't negotiate with a person who only want to meet with you for 2 hours on Zoom once a month. That's not contract negotiations. That's a waste of our time. Their top rate over here at Battles is lower than the starting rate at, let's say, like Metro Access paratransit workers. And they're all doing the same work. They're all carrying the same type of people, you know. They carry our most vulnerable people in this region, but yet they get treated the worst.
So what are they asking for? Here's the international president of the ATU.
You know, 10 cents is not going to do this, you know, when you're giving no benefits, when there's no pension, the wages are not there. And that's why you have a turnover all the time. So if you want to keep a safe, a reliable service, you got to pay and take care of your employees. And your employees will take care of you.
According to the union, contract negotiations started in April 2025 and have dragged on for months. Workers have been operating under an expired contract since May 31st, 2025. CTV reached out to the Battles Transportation RHG group about the allegations. They declined to comment. Anaya?
Thanks, Noel. We will keep you updated on this developing story. And we have an update in the Monday afternoon stabbing of a High Point High School student. The student was stabbed at a Metro bus stop near the school and was rushed to the hospital and received critical care. Even though the incident did not occur on school property, PGCPS has released a statement in response to the stabbing, saying added security will be on site at High Point, including increased police presence and enhanced screening procedures. Staff and police will also be monitoring school grounds and the surrounding community.
Prince George's County leaders say they want to hear directly from people who live in the county, and last night they opened the floor. State's Attorney Tara Jackson hosted a public safety roundtable at Prince George's Community College, bringing together police, Maryland State Police, and fire and EMS officials. Jackson says overall crime is down year over year, but she emphasized that statistics don't matter if people still feel unsafe. She also says this roundtable is the first in a series of meetings planned across the county, all aimed at giving people a direct voice in shaping public safety priorities.
And a new statewide analysis is putting hard numbers behind a simple idea. Fast action can save lives. A first-of-its-kind review of more than 5,000 homicide cases finds that at least 72 victims killed by gunshots or stabbings could have survived if someone on scene had used basic bleeding control techniques. Researchers with the American College of Surgeons says nearly half of all victims had severe wounds to their arms or legs, exactly the type of injuries targeted by the National Stop the Bleed program, which trains bystanders to apply pressure, pack wounds, or use tourniquets. More than 5 million people nationwide have been trained through Stop the Bleed.
Hundreds of people were displaced this morning after a massive water leak caused by flooding from a nearby grocery store.
And our Michaela Newton has the details.
Well, repair crews are still on scene, currently working to get the issue resolved, but it all started on Wednesday when crews arrived at the property for electrical issues. Later, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue teams responded to a water emergency.
They put these signs on our door, which I got this morning. The only reason I really knew was because the lights were not on. So.
And you said there's no bathroom.
Oh, there's no bathroom. There's no. It's nothing.
The Arrive Apartments has about 500 units, but on Wednesday, 1,000 people were displaced after a flooding in the basement of the Safeway located beneath the building, causing an even bigger issue. Video from Pete Pieringer, spokesperson for the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service, shows the overnight flooding.
Have that much water, contained that we had to pump out or de-water, that was pretty impressive. I mean, 300,000 gallons is a lot of water.
As a precaution, power to the apartment building was shut off, and officials deemed the building temporarily uninhabitable. Residents were moved onto warming buses overnight and later to a local shelter for the time being.
Right now I'm in a hotel over there in Rockville. They gave us pizza, but the pizza, nobody really wanted pizza. I mean, they're trying to help, but they're not, I don't think they're really helping like they need to.
What I realize is that at 77, my support system is shrinking and it's changing. And so I made the decision that I was going to trust the county and see how this was going to work out and come to the shelter.
Now, Reedy Drive has reopened, but the building remains without power. A few residents still remain at that local shelter or staying with family and friends until the issue is resolved, but officials say it could take days. Reporting in Wheaton, Maryland, I'm Michaela Newton for CTV News.
We reached out to the Arrive Apartments on an update on repairs and haven't heard back yet.
Governor Moore announced his budget for next year will include $10 million in funding to help protect nonprofits and faith-based organizations from hate crimes. The Protecting Against Hate Crimes grant program is geared at making sure faith-based facilities are protected. The money helps with a number of things such as security personnel, surveillance cameras, and reinforced doors. The governor says public safety is his #1 priority.
And the Trump administration is pausing all immigration applications from 19 countries that were previously banned from travel earlier this year. In a memo posted on Tuesday, U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services said the pause puts a hold on green card applications and naturalizations for immigrants that are from countries Trump described as high risk. The agency will be conducting a re-review of all immigrants from those countries who entered the U.S. on or after January 20th of 2021. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Anaya Falcon.
And I'm Jonathan Hunter. Coming up.
As the temperature drops, so many people want to plug in space heaters. But before you do, there are some important safety tips you need to know. I'm Katara Jones. I'll have all those details coming up on CTV News.
If alcohol builds a wall around you that doesn't let you see where you're going, that keeps you feeling isolated and alone, that makes you feel hopeless, know this: we are here to help if you want us to. It's never too early or too late to ask for help with a drinking problem. Alcoholics Anonymous, there is a way out. For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
Welcome back. When the temperatures outside continue to dip, that means inside is getting colder, which is why so many people plug in space heaters for an extra layer of warmth.
But did you know that some heat-related sources, like space heaters, can pose a very big risk? CTV's Katara Jones is standing by with more.
What you're looking at right now are space heaters, and during the colder months, whether you're at home or in an office like I am, they are very good at keeping you warm. But if you're not careful, these space heaters can be very dangerous.
For space heaters, we're going to tell people emphasis on keeping them away from anything 3 feet all the way around.
During the winter season, house fires tend to be on the rise in Prince George's. That's why the county fire department wants to remind residents of important fire safety tips, like keeping space heaters 3 feet away. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, from 2019 to 2021, portable heaters were involved in an average of 1,600 fires per year. And just this past weekend, space heaters caused 2 home fires in Montgomery County.
We do have about 81% of home heating fires are caused by space heaters.
Another heating item that should be kept at a distance and on a stable surface are candles. Fire officials say never leave your house with a candle burning. And here's something to keep in mind. 1 in 5 home fire deaths are caused by heat-related sources.
Candles keeping away at least 1 foot away from everything, and obviously even further away from anything that can be combustible. We see those a lot next to curtains and loose clothing around that could easily ignite a fire.
We can't talk about winter fire safety without talking about live trees. Remember, trees should be watered daily, and always turn your string lights off before going to bed or leaving the house.
For the holiday season, trees are in the house. Please keep them watered. Keep them watered and away from anything that is a heat source that could not only ignite a fire, but it could also dry the tree out.
Another important tip is to never overload an outlet and power strips. Katara Jones, CTV News.
That's some good advice right there. Fire officials say if you do not have a carbon monoxide detector in your home, now is a good time to get one installed.
And meanwhile, Pepco is winter ready, taking important steps to strengthen the local energy grid for colder months ahead. And now they want to make sure their customers are ready too. The utility company is suggesting simple steps that can help you save energy and money. Seal up drafty windows and doors, upgrade insulation, manage your thermostat, and let the sun warm your home during the day. And stay safe this storm season by preparing an emergency kit, using generators carefully, and signing up for outage alerts. If you need help with your bill, explore assistance programs by visiting the website on your screen. And the family of a 3-year-old Zoe Harrison, the toddler killed after a police pursuit ended in a crash, has filed a lawsuit against 2 police departments, Prince George's County, and the man facing charges in connection to the death. And the suit claims police breached their duty of reasonable care when they initiated the high-speed chase. The lawsuit also claims the officers did not respond to the crash correctly and pulled the toddler from her car seat prematurely, making her injuries worse. According to the court filing, Harrison's parents are seeking at least $75,000 in their lawsuit.
Maryland may have to pay more than $300 million excuse me, in 2027 to ensure people get their food. According to the One Big Beautiful Bill, states will be expected to contribute 75% of the administrative cost starting next year. Plus, states that have an error rate above 6% will be required to contribute state money to fund SNAP benefits. Maryland has one of the highest error rates in the country. U.S. Senators Angela Alsobrooks and Chris Van Hollen have joined other lawmakers to introduce the Family Vaccine Protection Act. The bill is designed to protect Americans' access to vaccines. This comes before the CDC's top vaccine panel is set to vote on making changes to the childhood vaccine schedule. The senators have been very critical of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. His committee is considering changing the recommendation that babies get vaccinated against hepatitis B within 24 hours of birth. Chesapeake Bay leaders have set a new goal of cleaning the water by 2040. The decision was made this week at the National Aquarium in Baltimore. The Chesapeake Executive Council approved a plan which some environmental advocates criticized for being too slow and not ambitious enough. The plan includes goals for oyster restoration, wetland acreage, and curtailing runoff. And since 2009, pollution control practices in different states have reduced nitrogen runoff by 15.3%. Still to come on CTV News, lights, tinsels, ornaments, a star on top. That is right, we are talking about Christmas trees.
And if you're purchasing from the store, be prepared to pay more. We'll be back in a moment.
It's cancer.
The Prince George's County Planning Department of the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission recently hosted a graduation ceremony for its fall 2025 cohort of the Neighborhood Planning Academy. The Academy provides Prince Georgians the opportunity to engage in the planning and development review process. During the ceremony, participants delivered capstone project presentations that incorporated independent research findings, as well as lessons from the curriculum.
One state delegate is getting pushback from the community after introducing a bill that would rename Northwestern High School. Delegate Ann Healy is proposing to rename the school after its notable alumni, Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets. But the county school board and the school's PTA president is against the idea, estimating it would cost around $1.5 million. They say the money should go towards more pressing day-to-day issues around the school. Northwestern's Performing Arts Program and Auditorium are already named after Henson.
And an original Christmas hip-hop musical about the birth of Jesus is coming to Landover. The King is Here, All Hail the King is set to be performed at City of Praise Family Ministries this month. The show features an 80-member cast, live animals, live music, and a retelling of the nativity story from King Herod's perspective. The actor who plays King Herod says the impact their show is going to have is going to be powerful.
I hope people leave away feeling healed, which I am sure everybody will, because this cast is extremely talented. There's no way you can leave here without feeling something. If you come in broken, you're gonna leave feeling fixed in some aspect or in some way. I want you to leave feeling satisfied and feeling entertained.
Performances of The King is Here, All Hail the King at the City of Praise Family Ministries are on Saturday, December 13th at 1 and 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, December 21st at 5:30 p.m. For ticket information, visit Eventbrite and search the City of Praise Family Ministries.
Before you go shopping for your Christmas tree, you want to consider whether to buy one that is artificial or real. According to the American Christmas Tree Association, a 30% tariff on artificial trees and decorations has raised prices between 10 and 15%, making them the most expensive this holiday season. And even though the price has gone up, they report that 4 out of 5 families are still choosing an artificial tree. They even see a growing trend of families decorating multiple trees, both artificial and real.
And are smartphones putting your children at risk? According to a new study from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, kids who get smartphones by the age of 12 are more likely to struggle with depression, poor sleep, and weight issues. A doctor at Children's National Hospital in D.C. warns that smartphones keep children up late at night and can hurt their school performance and mood. He recommends parents delay smartphone use till after middle school. Use parental controls on the apps or set limits before giving your child a phone. And don't go away just yet. It's now time for our Thursday sports page.
That's right, and I hear the competition is heating up ahead of basketball season. What do you have for us today, Simon?
Stay right there for your Thursday sports page, everyone, because I have an inside look for you on one of the best basketball teams in the county. Find out who after the break.
The drug scene in Maryland is changing. Fentanyl and xylazine are being added to street drugs, and you may not even know it. Xylazine is not even intended for humans, and fentanyl is an opioid 50 times stronger than heroin and contributed to over 80% of overdose deaths in our state. Anyone who uses drugs, even occasionally, is at risk of overdose. To learn more, visit stopoverdose.maryland.gov or call or text 988.
All right, CTV Sports family, it's finally time for your Thursday sports page. And with the start of high school hoops being so close, y'all know I gotta shine a light on the talented teams that this county has. And for today's spotlight, we're gonna take a trip over to Springdale, where I got the chance to catch up with one of the area's best girls basketball squads.
There's a lot of hype surrounding the Flowers High School girls basketball team as the Lady Jaguars are getting closer and closer to taking the court for their first game of the season. The green and white no doubt have high expectations for themselves, and players on the team can't wait to start the season and begin their 2026 basketball journey.
I'm feeling good. We had a couple of transfers and a lot happened in the off season, but I feel like as of now we've come together as a team and that we've learned to we've learned to build around that and work past adversity.
Pretty much excited because it's my last year, so I want to make the best year. Really just excited to win, and we have new teammates and teammates that left, so I'm just excited to see how we fit together.
I'm feeling good and ready, especially I'm also feeling stronger, ready to come back stronger, only because we always make it. This is my 3rd year now. I'm an 11th grader, so we always make it to semifinals, so I'm feeling stronger, ready to just attack for this season.
And head coach Roderick Harrison can tell the team can't wait for the season to start by the way they've practiced.
I like the energy that my kids are putting forth. I think they're excited for the year to start. We don't have much in the way of experience. We only have 2 seniors, and everybody else were either JV players or supporting players last year. So this year, they're excited to get the opportunity to step in front and lead the way.
Now a team with players that don't have a lot of experience can be viewed as a negative, but Joy believes that despite the inexperience of some of her teammates, they can still play a vital role in the team's success this season.
I feel like they can add a lot of energy because they're new to all of this, so they're really coming in ready to work and ready to play, and they feel like they have a chip on their shoulder because they're not used to being here, and they feel like they have something to prove.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do this season, Flowers, and I'll definitely be at some games. Meanwhile, some exciting news out of College Park as the Terps football team has signed 16 student athletes as part of the early signing period. This class is absolutely loaded as head coach Mike Loxley has signed 6 of the top 17 ranked players from Maryland, including the number 1 ranked player in defensive lineman Zion Ely. Loxley spoke on this year's class and the amount of talent he has coming in.
What I like most about it is of the 10 of the 16 are from the DMV area. We also dipped into some really talent-rich states that are known for football: Georgia, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania for some guys. 11 of the 16 will be early enrollees, which allow us to start the process of their development immediately. And so to me, those are the things that really jump out.
Man, I can't wait to see this group take the field next season. And sticking with football, Commanders linebacker Bobby Wagner has been named the team's winner for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. This award is given out every year to a player who makes an impact beyond the game of football. And the All-Pro has certainly done that, being an advocate for social justice reform and mental health. He also volunteers at local shelters and provides meals and supplies to families. The national winner of the award will be announced during the NFL Honors on February 5th of next year. And wrapping up sports, the Washington Capitals won their 6th straight game last night, taking down the San Jose Sharks 7-1. The Caps will look to make it 7 straight when they face off against the Anaheim Ducks tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And that is your Thursday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
All right, thanks, Simon. Now we're going to look at our 3-day weather forecast, and we are talking about snow. Tonight will be cloudy with winds reaching 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow we'll have a high of 34 and a low of 25, and we may be getting our first snowfall of the year around 1 p.m. Saturday, the sunshine returns. It's going to be 42 degrees. Sunday will be partly sunny with a high of 44 and a low of 27.
And for our community calendar, tomorrow afternoon, the Bowie Ice Arena is hosting STEM Club and Skating Fun. Children ages 6 to 12 are invited to join in on the fun during a STEM lesson and ice skating. No experience is needed, but pre-registration is required. For more information, contact 301-809-3090.
And do you have a story to tell? You can reach out to our CTV News tip line.
Just give us a call at 301-386-4085, or you can send us an email to ctvnews@pgctv.org. As always, we look forward to hearing from you.
And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.